Denny Schaefer. He's an idiot.
Well, hello, everybody. Happy Monday to you and yours. Hopefully you had an awesome weekend. We had a pretty good weekend, right?
Yeah. It was pretty low key again.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Made it to church yesterday. Soma, Sammy, way to go.
Tell you what, I don't think I have heard a message on Revelation like the message that he has been given over these months.
It's unbelievable. Go to their YouTube page, Soma City. Check it out, Revelation.
Yeah.
All right, it's episode 27. Yep, we're clicking these babies off like nothing. And of course, we want to say thank you to our sponsor.
Navigating life stages, Caring Transitions offers support every step of the way. For seniors relocating or downsizing, we offer an individualized approach that provides comprehensive solutions. Estate sales? We will list your items on our online platform, CT Bids, preserving memories and keeping your family's best interest at heart. And for those tough cleanouts, we're here to help. Caring Transitions, embracing new beginnings with confidence.
Yes, Caring Transitions, Amy, Tammy, their staff, they're amazing, and they will comfort you through this challenge and struggle, man, of losing a parent or having to downsize or whatever. They're doing the work of the Lord. So you got their number going across the screen.
Yep, their website, their number, their address. Call them, see if what you're going through right now is something that they can help you with, because they really do it all.
They do.
They really do it all.
And they're awesome people. All right, shout out, happy birthday, Sherry from McCravers. It's her birthday today. Happy
25? She 25?
Yeah, we'll say 25. Happy birthday, girl. And enjoy your birthday fun and all of that. Okay, do we have something going on here with that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Never mind. I got distracted.
Yeah.
All right. Like always, put your comments in. We'll respond to your comments. We'll play some of them. We'll let's adjust this over a little bit. Oh,
Good morning, Nurse Terry.
I don't know why I've got this cord running down.
We need
Hold
to
on.
we need to have like a DennyRadio t-shirt or something for people that comment first or something.
Okay, well,
Like this logo.
this is kind of a new business, people. So at some point, we would like to get some T-shirts. So, but they're expensive. But we'll work all that out because hopefully we're going to be here for a long, long time. We'll have some Denny Radio merch. How about that? All right, before we get into the meat of everything, very, very sad. George Foreman passed away, boxing legend, love the man. He died on Friday. They're not saying what the cause of death was. Two-time world champ, Olympic gold medalist. He made a comeback in 1987 at the age of 38, which was unbelievable. But I would dare say he's more famous for his George Foreman grill than he probably is for his boxing career.
Really?
Did you know a whole lot about him before you heard about his grill?
No, but I wasn't into boxing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What his grill did was brought people like you that weren't into boxing into who George Foreman was. And he was always entertaining. And, you know, he got richer through the George Foreman grill. And I had one and it worked wonderful.
Did have one.
It worked wonderful. Mm. And didn't Josh get Olivia one, or Olivia got Josh one?
Josh got Olivia one.
Yeah. So anyway, R.I.P. George Foreman. You are awesome. There you go on that. Now, I want to talk just briefly about Saturday's Michigan game.
Yep. Okay.
It was pretty amazing. First off, Florida, you nearly broke my bracket, man. If Duke wins, I'm screwed because I didn't have Duke. Right now I'm in, I don't know what place I'm in. Third, maybe. I don't know in our picks. But anyway, so but I got Florida winning it all, and they almost lost to UConn. Oh my gosh. So exciting. And then we had Michigan, the Michigan game on Saturday afternoon, which was awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to edit it, but you were very chatty watching the game.
You did not record me.
Um,
I did not give you permission.
well, you recorded me last time.
Well, yeah, but you're the host.
Here, let me see if I can get this to go.
Oh gosh.
I don't know if you guys can hear that.
That was the Aggie that touched that last.
That sure looked like it.
No, it was.
But they don't check it, 2 minutes to go in the game?
Boom. You know what, Lord? May the right prevail, not the wrong.
There you go. May the right prevail, not the wrong. She's calling on the Lord. And
Well,
it worked out. Michigan won.
Here's why. Because, I mean, we've been watching a lot of this basketball more than probably in my whole lifetime.
It's been awesome, by
But-
the way.
But I don't like it when refs make really bad calls.
Yeah.
And I hate it when players over exaggerate or flat out lie about the call or whatever it is that they're doing. I just don't like it.
Yeah, flappers. So Roddy Gale comes in, and he's the transfer from Ohio State. And he comes in, and I'm like, you know what, Roddy? It would really be nice, dude. You know, I'm talking to the TV. It would really be nice if you could light up some threes. And guess what? He ended up lighting up. I think he had 4 threes. He had 26 points. It's like a career high. Bam. Michigan is now going to play on Friday. Now, against Auburn. Auburn's predicted to win, blah, blah, blah. Well, Texas A&M was predicted to win too. You know how last week I was complaining that Michigan's not getting any respect, and they're putting Michigan State, Michigan, some of the Big Ten teams later on, where us fans have to stay up late to watch it. Remember I said that?
Yeah. And I also remember Detroit Pistons coach talking about them not getting respect either. The same week. Remember we talked about that.
Well, yeah, that was
At
because
his
the
press
ref,
conference?
the calls, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Common denominator.
so I got to backtrack a little. I want to thank them for scheduling Michigan for Friday night. The tip's not till 9:39
In Atlanta.
in Atlanta,
Are we
which
going?
my wife says to me Saturday,
Let's go.
hey, why don't we go? And I'm like, well, we have cats. Who's going to take care of the cats?
Take them. Road trip.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Anywho, we're not going. But you sure were chatting it up.
I was
So-
ready to go. That would be fun.
So I called on the Lord for Roddy, and Roddy answered, and I'm so thankful that that now Friday night they're not playing until 9:39, which is perfect because we're going to Mamma Mia at Otsego High School, my daughter in their school. So that means
Oopsie.
what?
That's right. I was ready to go to Atlanta and I completely forgot
Yeah,
about
we
that.
can't-
And we're going with family too. So
Right. So we won't be in Atlanta. We'll be at Mamma Mia and supporting our daughter and the cast at Otsego High School in the auditorium there. Hopefully Wednesday we'll have some snippets of some of the performance so you guys can get a little taste, or maybe you can support the arts because, you know, high school kids. Anyway,
here's a question.
So now I can get home and I can watch the whole game. So thank you.
So here's a quick question about Michigan. And maybe because I was a cheerleader for basketball and football, and I played 8th grade basketball. So I do know a little bit, but
Okay.
why are the 2 7-footers of Michigan at the top of the key and not under the basket? Why did I keep seeing that happen again and again and again? It's like they weren't playing to their full height ability, in my opinion.
I think I can't really answer that other than I know that Danny Wolf does play high. It's called high post because he can shoot the 3. But Vlad, he was up there a lot more than normal up at the top of the key and setting picks and stuff. I know he does that, but their pick and roll and, you know, the Area 51 thing, it wasn't really rolling against Texas A&M. So I can't really answer that question.
I'm going to have to call Smiley coach, ask him.
Smiley coach.
And the other thing I want to start a drive about is calls that should be able to be
Reviewed.
yes,
Like
just
fouls?
just like football.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they should be able to reverse it,
I think there's too many.
especially when those refs might be being paid off.
There's too much stoppage in the game, and you got to sit there and wait, and they show the same freaking replay over and over and over again. But Anyway.
Okay.
Go Blue. Way to go, Michigan. And glad Michigan won. And who knows what's going to happen Friday night. Okay. Hello, Nurse Terry. Hello, Jan.
Yep.
There you go. We're a little light on the comments
Yep.
today. You guys are probably a little tired.
Well,
Maybe a little hungover.
so here's the topic.
Okay.
What has gradually disappeared over the last 10 years? So we're talking since 2015.
Besides my hairline.
So, and people were actually playing along yesterday on the teaser. So
Okay.
that was kind of fun.
Do we have comments from that?
Yeah. So Kelly Marie said places being open like normal. I think she means probably since COVID. People wanting to work. True. Customer service is missing. That was one of my ones. Good old common sense, which I think was kind of one of mine too. Respect to others, another one of mine. LDJ, cartilage in my joints.
Yeah, good one, Low Dojo.
The hair on my head. Common sense and common courtesy. So he agrees with Kelly Marie. My tolerance for BS.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I agree with that one.
And Audrey says good customer service. So there's the customer service again. And Mark started it all off by saying cashiers, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, we should all get discounts
So-
when we, check ourselves out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that was hard for me. It was like 10 years ago. Okay, that's 2015. That's not that long ago.
We had moved back in 2014, right?
Yep. So we had
So,
just gotten back here. Donald
Mhm.
Trump was running for president for the first time. We first met Caitlyn Jenner. The New England Patriots were dealing with Deflategate. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And the most viral story was the dress. Do you remember the dress?
Oh, the gray or blue or something like that? Or green or
It was a
blue?
2015 viral phenomenon centered on a photograph of a dress. And viewers agreed on whether the dress was blue and black or white and gold. I believe I saw white and gold.
I thought I saw the blue and black.
Possibly.
And that just resurfaced not too long ago.
It did?
Mm-hmm.
The dress?
Someone's probably, social post or something. Remember when, that kind of thing.
Okay. So here's some of the,
Here's a remember.
all right,
Ready?
let's go. If you use one of these back in the day, chances are you're immune to everything. Now that's funny.
Do you remember those?
Has it been 10 years? We had these 10 years ago.
Heavens, no, that was in the 70s. I mean, look at the wallpaper for Pete's sake.
Seriously?
Oh, that has to be.
That almost looks like Angelo's wallpaper. And that's not a slam because Angelo's is awesome.
No, but think about that. You pulled it down to get, how did that even work? It just rolled back up and then it stopped working at some point, right?
Yeah. Once you went through the whole roll.
No, I saw that.
I missed that though.
I saw that. I'm like, that's too funny.
I missed that because I know it's gross, but whatever. But you know what I hate? I hate the blowers. I hate the ones where you put your hands in, the ones underneath it, because it's blowing germs friggin' everywhere. Because
not if you just washed your hands.
No, the germs that are on the actual blower
Are there? I mean, has there been studies?
I believe they say that those blowers are they're filled with more bacteria than a regular just pull down paper towel. I don't know. Anywho, I don't like them. They're a pain in the butt.
Gary on Instagram says that he used that towel thing at Carmel's many, many times.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Everybody had them.
That's so funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, let's see real quick. Let's just run down. Tommy
had a basketball one. Michigan needs to play a 1-3-1 offense, high and low post, or called rolling post. I'm with you on that. Maybe they will on Friday night.
Rolling. Tired but not hungover. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Very
Amen,
Monday.
sister.
Yeah, me too.
It's like last night. I got up to probably get myself dinner, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's raining outside. Did you know it was raining outside? You're like, no.
Didn't know.
The knowledge to be able to drive without flipping your vehicle. Oh.
Not sure what that is.
Well, I think there has been more flips because of distracted driving.
Maybe. You mean things that have gradually disappeared over the last decade? She answering the question?
I think so.
Okay.
The knowledge to be able to drive without flipping your vehicle.
I don't
But
know.
is the vehicle flipping because they're made differently, or is the vehicle flipping because there's more accidents because people are distracted driving?
Don't know.
So I'm asking that question.
That's Lori, by the
Yeah.
way.
All right. Oh, Terry's backing you up. Nurse Terry, she knows.
The blowers are
Yep.
terrible, Terry.
So there you go.
All right, cool. All right, so here's some of the ones that they give you on the thread about things that have gradually disappeared over the last decade without people noticing. The good old $800 beater car that would actually run and drive. I guess I'll have to take that person's word for it. I mean, I know when we bought the car that Josh uses, it was a lot more than 800. But it was a good vehicle.
It was also low mileage, and it was an older person's, which is the kind of car you want to buy for,
Right. So that's one. This one I had written down. Fairly priced streaming services. You remember how low they used to be, and just to get you hooked? And now we're up to, what did I say it is? $26 and some change for Netflix.
Well, part of that is our
$10.
daughters.
$10 is illegal,
Right.
or is Olivia.
Right.
But that's the thing, 10 years ago, streaming services weren't as dominant as they are now. And now, they're moving mainstream programming, especially sports programming, over to the streamer. Like Netflix is going to be carrying, they had NFL games last year. I believe they're going to be carrying more games this year. I think it was Christmas Day, if I remember correctly, NFL games. So there's certain sporting events that are out, like the Masters coming up on Paramount Plus. They're going to have 2 hours of morning at the Masters that you can only see on the streamer, or you can go on your PC, because I do that. But so my point is streaming is taking over not just movies and old shows. They're running live programming and sporting events.
So let me ask this question, because you just said it. Is the celebration or the meaningfulness of holidays disappearing? Because what?
You hate sports on Christmas and mainly
No, because
Christmas.
I mean, the Lions have always played on Thanksgiving. There's that.
That's tradition.
Right, I know. So no, I'm just. I mean, is it? I don't know.
Well, it's if you turn the TV on, it's going to affect your holiday.
I mean, I'm talking about streaming, like everything. I don't know.
Is
All
it
right,
is it taken away from holidays? I don't know.
Go to the next one.
Independent hardware stores. I think those have been going away for a lot longer than 10 years, but I don't mind going to the hardware store as long as I know there's going to be somebody there who will answer my questions. Not having to go to the big box and walk all over the friggin' place. I mean, unless I know exactly what I'm getting, I'll go to the big box. If I'm not sure, I'll go to a smaller hardware that I know I can talk to a human. Anyway.
Yeah. I think Lowe's is pretty good about that, though.
Well, you got to go up to customer service and blah, blah, blah. They'll find somebody. A real life person answering a business telephone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Customer service, whenever you got to call customer service, it's really a roll of the dice on if you're going to be able to understand the person. I'm not knocking people that don't have a firm grasp on the language. What I'm saying is businesses are shooting all that stuff overseas, and they're paying these people diddly squat to get around, labor laws. And yeah, every time you call somebody, anyway, so that's one. 24-hour businesses, the pandemic killed them, and it seems a lot of them aren't coming back. What businesses? I don't know. They didn't elaborate. And
24-hour businesses, is that like, coffee shops that were open 24 hours? 24 7-Eleven, what was it? 7-Eleven, or isn't there like a Kroger that's open 24 hours?
Not anymore. I don't think.
Well, that's what they're talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. The Kroger at Secor Monroe used to be 24 hours. I don't think it is anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think they shut down at midnight. Coins on the sidewalk.
Mm,
I see coins.
I see dead people. I see coins all the time.
Yeah.
And that's usually, well,
You're kind of looking for them.
no, I don't look for them.
They
But
find
there
you.
is a spiritual supposed connection between, it's kind of like a cardinal or a butterfly or a coin. You read up on it, you'll know. No, you do know.
No, I do know.
So, and if you're out here watching the podcast, scooch over to your keyboard and type in, because everybody, let's face it, everybody has an opinion. That hasn't certainly disappeared.
Nope.
It's actually taken on more of a force.
No,
It
I
is.
think people now have opinions now more than ever because of social media.
So here's
So,
a few.
All right, what do you
So
got?
I kind of broke them into levels of categories or whatever. I think from a character standpoint, overall character, sensitivity, being sensitive to other people.
Yeah.
I think that is
You can
diminishing.
blame social media for that.
Right. Self-control from just blurting out something to somebody online that you're just quick to respond. There's, I think respect and self-respect. Self-respect is like even going bye-bye. People doing things to get that
Views.
gimmick or the view
Yeah.
or to take a stand against somebody political, kindness for sure. Accountability, which kind of goes in hand with customer service, because customer service is dying. And as we know, because we're dealing with it right now in a situation, and it's not even just customer service, it's the following up of that company, of that customer service, instead of you having to do all the follow up.
Right.
I mean, gone is the customer's always right.
Well, and dealing with people when you're pretty sure they're lying to you, but that's a whole nother show.
Sense of humor. I think people they're either being raised to not have one or they don't know what it is. I don't know. Because everybody's quickly offended nowadays.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not like we taught our kids a sense of humor. It's just we shared what we thought was funny, and then they either laugh and thought it was funny or not.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
That's having a sense of humor. Being able to be friends with people that aren't matched with you politically.
I have a few friends that are different from me when it comes to politics, and I don't know. We just don't talk politics.
No, I know, but it's
But I mean-
about disappearing.
Well, yeah, people are so hell bent on being right for their beliefs when it comes to politics, and if you don't agree with them, they unfriend you, they bounce you. They just is like, you people need to freaking grow up.
Right. Yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Personally for me, my memory. And honestly, I've watched back a couple podcasts and there's like, I start a thought and somehow it gets distracted and then I never come back to finish it. And I literally just did that in a conversation this morning with somebody. I started telling him something and then I got and then I walked out and I am like, holy cow, I forgot to tell him the whole point of that story. I mean, that's terrible.
I almost lost why I was excited about Friday night, and I got a little distracted about Mamma Mia, and then I circled back and was like, oh yeah, the Michigan game starts at 9:39, which means it'll be 9:50, almost 10 o'clock. So I almost experienced that in the first 10 minutes of our podcast, but it happens with everybody with age.
No, I know.
Your memory is just not going to be what it was.
The other thing is the elasticity of my skin. And that is like, as you age, whoo, that's hard.
Which skin are we talking?
Even under my arm, my legs,
Okay.
it's disgusting.
If you would like me to examine you later
Um,
to check that see if it's true or not, let
and
me
then-
know.
So my hair,
See how she just
the original color of my hair. See, but look,
Ignores
so
me.
I totally parted it on this side on purpose today. So you can, I kind of got got like a Bonnie Raitt thing going on.
I kind of like it parted over there. I knew something was different the other day, and I'm just like, I couldn't figure it out. And then you said something, and I'm like, ooh, that's what it is. I
Yeah.
kind of like it.
I got like a Bonnie Raitt because you know how she's just got that one gray.
Yeah.
I think now she probably colors it because I don't know how old she is, but
So you're going to let it all go. You are done coloring your hair.
I'm gonna try.
What do you mean you're going to try? Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do
No,
it.
I mean, I probably, yeah.
It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind at any time.
All right.
All right, last couple here, and then okay, you got any?
Terry, so true on politics. So I never comment or post anything on politics.
Good for you, Nurse
Yeah.
Terry.
Rick.
Hello,
says,
Rick.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, peeps. All right, toys and cereal boxes, though they started disappearing long before 10 years ago. People smoking cigarettes. Yeah, I don't see as many people standing out like smoking cigs, but
Are you kidding me?
that's what they
Seriously?
said.
Do you see that though? I don't.
I
see
don't.
That.
I mean, I don't see that. I mean, I see people smoking in cars, but I don't ever go places where, I don't know. People at work that I work, they'll stand outside, they'll smoke, whatever.
When I worked at City Fest,
Yeah.
we did cleanup along the Swan Creek, off of Summit Street there behind those apartments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The number one thing that we picked up was cigarettes.
Cigarette butts?
I
Butts?
just can't believe it when people just.
Rude,
I was
man.
sitting behind someone on the Anthony Wayne Trail at a red light. They opened their car door, dumped their entire ashtray out on the Anthony Wayne Trail at a red light, and then I couldn't believe it.
People were not raised right. You're a
Anyway.
litter bug.
So that one surprises me about smoking because I
Okay.
don't.
How about this one? The teacher said critical thinking and self-reflection have gone by the wayside in the last 10 years. Physical checks as payment. We
Yeah.
still use checks, but not very often. Like I write a check for church usually, because if not, if you do it online with a credit card, then the church has to pay a little extra and they don't get the whole tithe.
Well, this generation grew up on apps now, so
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Venmo. I wonder if I can Venmo the church. I bet you I can. Jeremy, I'll have to check with you because that'd be a lot easier. What else? Ownership. Everything is rented, leased, or subscription based now. Okay. Somebody said semicolons have gone the wayside in the last 10 years. I'm not sure what that means. Somebody said glaciers, which they're probably slamming climate change.
Well, hold on. Semicolons, probably because the good English is disappearing. They don't know how to use a semicolon.
I wouldn't even know.
It's separating two complete thoughts that could be separate sentences, but it all ties into one. That's when you use it.
That's why I married her, because she's very smart.
Commas are when you take a breath.
All right, there you go. A couple of things for me in the last 10 years. My business, my passion, well, it used to be. Anyway, over the years has been radio. And in the last 10 years, it's changed a lot. Actually, it's changed a lot since COVID. Unfortunately, if I was starting out now in my career, I'm not sure I would have got into radio. Just saying. It's really tough to make a good living in radio now, the way the salaries have been slashed, and it's been deliberate by all corporate companies. And
Including Sirius.
Yeah.
Sirius Radio just had some budget cuts.
Yeah. Which anyway, so that's one. That's really the big one that I have, is just how much it's changed in with people doing shows on. I mean, I know guys that are on 1,500 stations. And you would think, well, how much are they getting paid for that? Not a whole lot. And that means 1,500 jobs are gone from one guy. So.
Well, when we moved down to Atlanta, a year after you got hired, they came in and they cleared house and they brought in all syndication, right?
All syndication.
Yep. So,
everybody got fired.
Yep.
So that's one thing in my radio industry. No, not the same.
Kimberly says writing checks.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, look at Kimberly. What a very nice picture.
That is very nice.
Very nice. She looks like she just got her hair done.
Okay, Julie and Shannon are watching on Instagram, but They are not participating, girls, in the
What?
conversation. So here's a couple other ones that I have thought about.
Okay.
Well, the customer service. Okay. The art of cleaning or keeping your house clean. I mean,
Is that because you live with a man?
no, but I mean, let me tell you, I saw plenty with my business, and
Oh yeah.
shockingly so. Getting dressed up to go to events other than wearing jeans, and
We're guilty.
I think I'm speaking to me.
Guess what I'm wearing to work today? Sweatpants. I'm wearing sweats.
Kids playing outside.
Yeah. Sadly. Not enough.
Family time.
Family time.
I mean, family time. And
I mean, it was a lot easier when the kids lived at home. You could have family time almost every day. But now that, they have lives and live in different cities, it's a lot harder to have family time.
Well, and how many times are we out to dinner and the family is out, but they're all on their
Well, that's not us. We don't do that.
their electronics, not talking at all.
That's on them, not me. But what is it?
It's my judgment because I just judged.
You
people.
did judge.
I don't.
You got a gavel?
I got a gavel for when I judge. Actually, I'm going to put it right out here so you can use it too.
All right.
What is John saying there?
I don't know.
John is saying
go to the grocery
going to
store.
the grocery
Yeah,
store.
people just order it and there it is. So you got a thing to slam it on.
I did.
I love it. Boom. There's the judgment gavel.
John,
I
going
love
to the
it.
grocery store. Yep.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Order it because I like to go to the store. I do. I like to mess with people or
Get your steps in.
get my steps in or see Kathy Kuchar if she's working at Kroger that day. What's up, Wiener? I like to pick out my own fruit. I just do. I like to pick out my own stuff. They're not going to do it. You see those people, they're pushing those giant semi-sized carts down the friggin' aisles, and they're just grabbing it and throwing it and going. Yeah. But that's the way it's become. But I'm not a fan of that.
How about the the ability to disconnect from everything because of that?
I'm guilty of that too. You asked me if I'm still reading my my book, Wrestling, on Anthony Robles, and I haven't picked it up, that book, in about 3 weeks. Now I'm reading my devotions every day, and I'm reading my One Truth every day. I'm reading the other one, His Kingdom. So I'm reading 3, but that's my one that I like reading just for pleasure. And, you get distracted with everything that's going on. And, thank God our taxes are done. Yes, I forgot. That should have been the first thing I celebrated. Taxes are done and filed and paid and all that. And now, maybe I'll have some more free time. We
used to be reading machines. When you look at our library, and the kids were reading machines because we always took them to the library.
Yeah.
So that they would read every night at bedtime because, we were the mean parents that didn't allow them on phones all the time. But
when we lived in Atlanta and I worked on WGKA, my show got over at 10. So I got home at like 11 p.m. You'd be in bed a lot of times because you were tired because you were with the kids. I would lay in bed, I'd roll over, and I would have
your nightlight.
I'd have a nightlight on my head. I forget what they call those, whatever they are. And I would lay there and I would read every night, but not so much now.
Okay. Now this was one spelling and English because of texting. It's all the BRBs.
You're a stickler with that because you're a writer.
All that kind of thing. Yeah. No, I mean, that's,
Well, you're a writer, so I can see how that's important to you.
Well, it's important when someone's applying for a job or filling out an application or something, isn't it? I mean, don't put it on me.
No, I'm just saying, no, I'm not.
It's like cursive. Cursive writing is completely gone.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's important to you because you're really good at it and people just don't take the time to learn to do it properly.
How about actually RSVPing and then actually showing up when you RSVP?
We RSVP to event Thursday night.
Yep.
Hopefully we show up.
Sending greeting cards. I know that I brought that up a couple weeks ago. And how about making time for others? Actually being intentional and making time.
I did that with a friend of mine over the weekend. He was really stressing out. And I said, all right, when we're done with what we're doing here, we're going to go sit out in the catio and we're going to try to figure out, what's going on, why you're so stressed. And, and then I prayed over him and bam, off he went.
Okay. Shannon says, I'm no longer able to read books. I can read the internet for like an hour straight, just researching something or going down a rabbit hole. Yeah. For me, it's very easy. Like, I don't know that I would ever do a Kindle book, but that's like a big thing,
Oh yeah. People have been doing that for years.
I like the old fashioned,
I like
write, highlight, and down a corner, whatever. But
I like holding it in my hands.
But it's very easy to get complacent and watch TV or scroll.
Yep, it's real easy. And just like today, before the show started, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to peep out some of last night's Suits. And I'm like, Ted smacked his old partner. That was kind of cool. But I only saw like the first 10 minutes and it didn't really strike me as this looks like it's going to be an awesome episode. I got a feeling that show's going away.
Man, everything I read is just not very positive about it.
Just saying.
Sadly. Rick, just cleaned the shower yesterday. No mushrooms.
Ah, good one, Rick. You're hammering me. Thank you. Love that.
So, all right.
And got any more?
Nope. I think that's it.
I believe that's it, people. Hopefully you enjoyed today's podcast. We're almost done. And you're going to share it and tell other people.
Okay. All right. Video time.
All right.
So, Wayne. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday, Wayne.
Thank you, Inside Out Wayne.
Have a great week. Okay, so my video. It's not a funny video.
Okay.
It's a very heartwarming video.
All right.
I really hope people watch this. Just to kind of set it up. This is a 90-year-old veteran. His name is Donald from Manchester, New Hampshire. Also caring for his ill wife. So this is him in a pawn shop, and the owner is recording him unbeknownst to him. Okay.
Okay.
So he's a little hard to hear. Make sure that the volume is turned up.
Okay. Well,
and but just listen to his inflections in his voice and listen to like his voice. He's amazing. Okay, here we go.
What I'm going to do is, I've got some cash with me, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough. So what we should do is this. We'll start out with taking any part of this that you need, see how much we can get for this, and if there's a deficiency for what I owe on the one, I got some cash.
Okay, well, how about this? I have something for you. This is for you. This is a little gift. I know your birthday's this month, right? I saw it on your ID.
Yeah.
So we put together a little fundraiser, and we came up with some money for you. You can open it.
I could kiss you. God bless you. Should I open it now?
Yeah, go ahead. You might not have to hear the jewelry.
Oh my goodness.
So there's $1,300 there.
You can't do it. I can't let you do this.
Yeah.
No, I can't let you do this.
No, we want to do it.
I want to say hello to everyone out there, all you wonderful people. Your generosity and your kindness is just overwhelming. I'm not too sure that I know what to say or how to say it, other than to say that I'm profoundly grateful for everything you've done for me. Thank you so very much.
oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Was he at a pawn shop?
So he, 90 years old, like I said, a vet, selling his wife's jewelry in the local pawn shop to pay bills because she's ill and he's 90. Janelle Marie, she's the girl that you can hear. Her and her husband owned the pawn shop, okay? They raised, between the two of them, the $1,300 in a month. Her goal was $1,500 in 1 month. They raised 13. They started a GoFundMe for this gentleman. They raised $455,000.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. This was from June of 2024.
Oh, that is so awesome. See, that's the stuff. I mean, that just gives me chills. The hair on my arms, you can't, well, maybe you can see it. The hair on my arms is standing up, people. That's the goodness of people. That's the stuff that makes me go, okay, Lord, not everybody sucks. There are some really good people out there.
Well,
and doing some really cool things and having compassion and loving on that older gentleman. It's like,
because he had been coming in, so she took an interest in him because he was here. He is caring for, he doesn't have an income. He's a vet, 90 years old, caring for his ill wife, selling off her pieces of jewelry to get money to pay their bills.
Right.
And so she took it on herself to start the, and then they raised $1,300 in a month. And then she put it on TikTok, her TikTok. It went viral. Of course, the Today Show got a hold of it. They started a GoFundMe, which is when they raised over that $455,000. But he refused to do an interview on the Today Show. He wanted to keep it strictly local to reach out and help other veterans too. I mean,
that's a good dude.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Thanks for finding that.
So, yes, Ashley.
Ashley Renee Baldwin. There are still good people out there. I know, but we need to hear more about those people to encourage all of us to do good and cool things for other people.
Doesn't it? That's exactly what it does.
Encourages you. It does, to love on people. And it's like, we're really in this together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
and we're on a fixed income, so we know what that's like. All right, good stuff. Are we talking about Wednesday? We may have some videos from Otsego High School. Olivia's working on it. Might have a little smidge of Mamma Mia. We are going to talk about life hacks people swear by, even if nobody says it works. So start thinking about that, people, and we'll have some fun on Wednesday.
Yeah. It's a good story.
It amazing. Is. I'm encouraged now. Even though I'm fighting something off, I don't feel 100% today.
You know who's a really good hacker? Is Brittany, who bought Glass City Stagers.
What do you mean, like a computer hacker?
No, like she's always doing these hacks.
Oh, a life hacker.
She had like a big old following, like years ago on her social. Well, before she bought the business on her social media, she was always doing stuff like that. I'm not a hacker. I'm just not. I don't know. I don't know. So this will be an interesting conversation because I don't have any hacks, people.
All right. There aren't certain things that you do that, like you throw stuff in the dryer that I've never seen before. That's a hack. Where did you get that?
Clothes?
No, not clothes. Like you got there's these big balls that are in our dryer. There's like 3 of them. That's a hack. I didn't put them there.
Actually, there's only 2. One's missing.
One escaped.
So we're gonna find it next fall.
But that's a hack.
No, that's not a hack.
What is that? You put it in there.
I know it's. I didn't invent it.
Okay, I know, but these people that are doing this, they don't invent them. They're just using them because they work.
What is that one? Put a pinch of salt in your coffee?
Yeah, apparently it makes it taste better. No, I'm not putting salt in my coffee.
Okay, now I'll try that tomorrow. I'll see.
Okay, I love the way my coffee tastes, so I don't care. So there you go.
What is Julie saying? She's talking about that story. That was heartwarming. Better to hear about that than Scamanda. And she means scam, but that's so funny, Scamanda.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. Hacks on Wednesday, people.
All right. Play along. We love you. Thank you to our sponsors, Caring Transitions. I'll be driving by your place here in just a little bit.
Call them.
Call them.
Denny Schaefer. He's an idiot.